good Bucks, man. Because the MIAO Miami, the Playboys Paradise, 305 MIA, they brought it this time, man. They made it up. They made up for that hashtag terrible game that they had earlier this week. I think that was game 4, where the starting 5 combined scored very low, one of the lowest in the last 50 years. But Jimmy Buckets, aka Jimmy Butler, cleaned up and scored over 45 points. I think he had 45 points when it was like still 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter or something like that. So I think he had even over 45 points. Almost had a double-double. One shy of a double-double. Unfortunately, because I was hoping he was going to get that double-double, man. But he didn't get the double-double, but he did score 45 points and maybe a little bit more than that. So, hey, man, Jimmy Butler brought the heat for the Miami Heat. Okay? Just know that. And yes, the Miami Heat did get the double-double W. They didn't get the double-double from Jimmy Buckets, but they did get the W. They did get the win. Miami Heat pulled it off. I think the final score was 111 to 103, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check here. What was that final score? Looking down at my other phone here. Miami Heat versus Celtics game 6. That was 111 to 103 was the final coup de grace score. It was over 111 to 103. A lot of people counted the Heat out. Some of these national broadcasters on national television shows were already talking about how it's going to be in the finals game with the Celtics versus the Warriors. And the Heat said, no. I guess the Heat were super motivated by everybody counting them out, saying it was going to be Celtics versus Warriors in the finals game because the Warriors are already guaranteed a spot in the finals because they just beat the Mavs the other day. And the Heat came out motivated and beat Boston at Boston. Okay? That was epic. Now game 7, will be back in the MIAO, back in the Playboys Paradise, as Rose would say, Rich Forever would say. I'm quoting all cool hip-hop rappers and all cool phrases up in this thing, man. Tying it all in. Rap, hip-hop, basketball, cool phrases and terminology. Yeah, man. Just know that you can only get this type of phrases that pays from Riddlouche, Mr. Live on Location. Just know that. But anyway, like I'm saying, the game 7 is going back to Miami, 305. Let's see if the Celtics can come back and play with way more intensity than they did in the first half. Because you see, the thing of it is, by the numbers, the Celtics should have won. Coming in, all of the analytics and the common sense logic numbers says the Celtics should have won. Such as Tyler Hero is not playing for the Miami Heat. He scores about 20 points a game. He was not playing. He hasn't played for like 3 games in a row. Number 2, Jimmy Butler supposedly had like shoulder stiffness. So you see how he didn't perform well earlier in the week. So people were thinking that combined with Tyler Hero ain't there, to combine with they're in Boston, combined with Jason Tatum been doing his thing each and every game. People were thinking, yeah, just 80% chance. People were like, nah, Heat's not going to win this game. That's why people were automatically talking about how it's going to be with the Warriors versus the Celtics. That's why people had already counted the Heat out. But the Heat wanted it. They out-rebounded them. Early, off the rip, out-rebounded them. More assists. The Heat wanted it. The Heat showed more motivation. The Celtics, first half, they didn't have that motivation. They didn't